Hello and welcome all. In our previous tutorial, we have seen about target attribute and also we have understood what is the difference between absolute path and relative path and which path is more useful in our projects, and also we have seen how to use title attribute inside anchor tag. Okay, now in this tutorial, we are going to learn about bookmarks in HTML. Okay, bookmarks are very important when you are having larger website. Okay, and also you have seen in many websites, whenever you are visiting some larger website, when you scroll down, they will be having one button. When you click on that button, from bottom page you are going to reach on top. We are going to see that example. Now this is our previous example. Okay, here anchor tags I am having. Now if I just show you the output, when I click on this, you can see it has been opened in new tab and this image will be displayed. Again, when I click on this elephant image, this is opened in the same tab, and also here I am having this butterfly. Okay, this will be opened in the same tab. Now in our previous tutorial we have studied about this. Now in this tutorial, let me just decrease the size here. Let me just give here 100. Now in this tutorial we are going to see about bookmarks. Okay, now here let me just add one paragraph, and for this paragraph I will be adding here lorem 500, and below this I am just going to copy the same paragraph. Again I am just going to copy. Okay, 3-4 times I have just copied. Okay, you can see now here I am having such a long content. I will just come back. I'll refresh this one. Now here I am having this content. Now here you can see I am having this vertical scroll bar. Now I have just come to bottom. Now again if I just want to go on top, either I have to scroll like this or else I just have to scroll like this. Okay, based on my convenience I am just going to do, but it is not possible if I am having very large content. Okay, I can't be scrolling for each and everything. Instead of that, we are just going to create one button, or we will be adding some content here. Whenever I click on that one, I should be redirected on top of the page. Okay, now so for that, let me just come here. Once I reach here, let me just write. Okay, for understanding I am just writing here H1. You don't have to write H1. Okay, better I am not going to use. I will be writing H3. Now here I will be writing here jump to first page or first section. Jump to first section. I will save this. I will refresh this one. Now here you can see I am having this jump to first section. Now when I click on this, it is not going to work. So for that I will just come here. On my first paragraph, I will just come here. Wherever I am having this paragraph, I will just write one ID, and here I am just going to write here move. Okay, now for this, okay, this is the ID attribute. Now inside this ID attribute, I have just given one name. Okay, you can give any name here. Now here I am just giving this ID attribute. Now here what I am going to do is, I will just come back. Now this entire H3, I am just going to wrap inside anchor tag, and here I am just going to give href. Now once I give this href, I just have to give here hash. Okay, whenever we are using ID, we have to use this hash, and whatever name I have given, I am just giving that one. And anchor tag I am just going to copy from here, closing tag, and here I am just going to paste that one. I will save this. I will refresh this one. Okay, now you can see I am bottom of the page. Now when I click on this, you can see I am redirected to first section. Okay, whatever section I am having, I am redirected here. You can see this also scroll bar is been up. Again I will come here. Now you can just see this scroll bar. When I click on this, you can see I am redirected to first section. Okay, this is how bookmarks are very useful. In the same way, let me just come to the last paragraph. Let me just come here, and for this I am just going to add one ID. ID, let me just write here move to. Okay, you can give any names, and I should be writing on top. I'll just come on top. Let me just come on top. And here below this, not here, below this, I'm just going to write one H1, and here let me just write here HTML bookmark. Now below this, I'm just going to create anchor tag. I'll be writing href, and inside this, I'm just going to write this hash, and here I'm just going to write that ID move to. And next I'm just going to write one H3, or directly I can write like this. Okay, anything. Let me just write here jump to last section. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see here I am having this heading HTML bookmark, and here I am having jump to last section. Now when I click on this, you can see I have jumped to last section. Again when I click on this, I have jumped to first section. Okay, this is how it is very useful, and this is very important. But once you learn about advanced topics like JavaScript, if you learn jQuery, then you really don't have to use this bookmarks. But if you are learning HTML, then you should know this bookmarks, because whenever you are adding some structure to your website, then you should be knowing how to scroll from top to bottom and how to scroll from bottom to top. Okay, this is all about HTML. And also you can link to another pages as well. Now here I am just going to create one page. Now here I'll just create one page. Let me just write here service.html. Now inside this I'm just going to write this boilerplate. Let me just remove this title and here I'll be writing services page. Now here I'm just going to create one h1. I'll just write here services, and also I'm just going to give one image, and inside this I'm just going to give whatever image I'm having. I'm just going to give that one cartoon.jpg. Now for this h1, let me just give one id. Now here I'm just going to give one id. I'll just give here another page. I am just going to copy this id. I'll just come here. Now I'm just going to close the left part. Now below this anchor tag, I'm just going to create anchor tag. I'll just write here href, and here I'm just going to give this service.html page. Whenever I click on this, I should be redirected to this one, and here I'm just going to paste that id. Okay, whatever I have copied, I'm just pasting that one. Go to next page. I'll save this. I'll come here. I'll refresh this one. Now here I am having go to next page. Whenever I click on this, you can see I am redirected to service.html, and also this id is being displayed. But you cannot see any effect because I have just given here two content. Only I am having h1 heading, and here I am having image. Now in the same way I am just going to create one paragraph. Let me just write here lorem 300. I am just going to copy the same thing. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Let me just click here. Now you can see here I am having all the paragraphs, but for any one paragraph I am just going to give this id. Instead of giving inside h1, let me just come on top. Instead of giving this id inside h1, I'll just copy this one, and for maybe for this paragraph I am just going to give. Now here I am just going to paste, and also I am just going to give one style so that we can differentiate this one. I am just going to give the color. Let me just give the color as red. I'll save this. I'll come back. I'll refresh this one. Now whenever I click on this, you can see I am redirected to this section, but the color is not been applied. Let me just check for that. I'll just come here. Now here I am having this color. Okay, this spelling is wrong. Let me just change this one. I'll save this. I'll just come back. I'll refresh again. Now when I click on this go to next page, you can see I am redirected to this section. Okay, this paragraph wherever I have given the color as red. Okay, this is how it is very important. To whichever section you want to jump, you can use bookmarks, you can use this IDs, and you can use that href attribute, and you can link to that page, or you can directly jump to that particular section. Okay, so bookmarks are very important. I'll just come here. Okay, you just have to give this id, whatever id you have given inside this href attribute, you just have to give this hash and that particular id name. Okay, this whatever id name you have given here, that should be matching with this id, only then it is going to work. Okay, not this id, I am just telling this one. Okay, whatever you have given here, okay, this is the file path, hash this id, whatever you have given here, that should be matching with this one, only then it is going to work. In the same way you can just give another id as well. I am just going to copy this one, and I am just going to paste here. I'll just paste that one here, and instead of red, let me just write here green. Okay, let me just select from here, and also id should be only one. Okay, IDs and classes you don't have to worry. Let me just write here another page 1. I'll save this. Now here I'm just going to come. I'll just copy this same thing, and here I'll be writing h1 page 1 page 1. I'll save this. I'll come back. I'll refresh this one. Now here I'm having go to next page. Whenever I click, I am redirected to this red section. I'll come back. Whenever I click on this, you can see I am redirected to this green section. Okay, how many bookmarks you want, you can give, and how many times you want to link, that also you can give, but you should always take care that this name whatever we are giving here, that should be matching with this id, only then it is going to work. Okay, this is all about HTML bookmarks. That's all for today's tutorial. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great day.